throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
The bell, sometimes it couldn't be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell for round 2. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Nice counter shot. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
It's all offense all the time. Nice exchange here from both men. They're both trying for a knockout. There's a counter shot. Looking to land the hook. Nice counter. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
I've been in...
There's the bell to start round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Only catching air with that hook. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. One punch could change everything in this battle. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Taylor in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does... On to the 4th we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Missing with the hook. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on.
He's not getting back up.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Misses with the straight left. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get caught to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? They're giving us a high-tempo show. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Blocks that left hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Taylor in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out.
Terrible round. Come on.
Here we go in the sixth round. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
His stamina is off the charts. That counter punch caught him clean.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Failing to score with that right hook. Nice counter shot. Hold that thought. This is not good news for Ricky Hatton. Looks like trouble was averted.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And the Tartan Tornado is down. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was no...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are right.
Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You're being put down. You've got to think right.
Forget about that one.
And there's the bell for round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice job by him to block that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Back and forth they go. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Beautiful counter shot. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell for round 8. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready.
Oh my God, Johnny! And it's code red time for Josh Taylor. Down goes Josh Taylor. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
They block the hook. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
One of the best fighters Scotland's ever produced is in trouble. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills. That's...
Ooh.